Good morning, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut here with Mike Kelly, and we're Real Estate Jerky Daily. And today's Friday.
See,
Can you believe it's Friday?
Friday.
That's That's hands.
That's
Get your
five.
hands out of my face.
Friday.
Get your hands out of my face.
Friday, fifth day.
Really?
Yeah.
But most calendars start on Sunday.
I know. Druid calendars do. So it's Friday.
Okay, whatever. It's Friday. We got it, man. All right, move on.
Let's go.
You've been drinking already this morning?
Yeah, absolutely.
Still drunk from last night?
2 cups of coffee.
I'm on my third.
Didn't get drunk last night.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Irish people never get drunk. That's what they just say.
We just get poetic.
Yeah. All right. So we've been waiting all week. Yesterday was CPI, right? Consumer Price Index. And today was producer price. Yeah, producer price index.
Cool.
So stocks and bonds. So stocks were kind of mixed this morning, and bonds started a little bit higher. They're still up.
Mm-hmm.
The 10 years down a little bit. And it's all because they re-looked at the numbers yesterday. We were overall, when we finished the day yesterday, we were up 31 basis points on the bonds, which, what does that mean? Maybe a little bit in the rate, not much, but at least we were up instead of down, which we thought we were going to be, because only the core came in, better than expected a little bit.
The PPI did not.
Well, that was yesterday's CPI. I'll get there.
Okay.
Back down.
I got questions.
Right. Oil prices surges to $74 a barrel. I like that surges. It was 80 plus 100 and something a while back. Now it's so much lower, which is okay. All right. So now the PPI came in today. The producer price index, it fell by 0.1%. Okay. In December, below they expected it to rise 1%. So really it went down 2% if you really figure the factor,
they expected the rise.
Yeah, correct. And make sure this got the right audience over here. Sometimes it starts on my thing and it says only for my friends or just for me. So if you look at the year over year number, it rose 0.8%.
Gotcha.
And then but it was lower than they expected, 1.3. So it rose to 0.8 to 1%, but it still was lower than the 1.3% they were expecting.
Wow.
Core PPI, which excludes food and energy prices, is a 0% in December, below the anticipated 0.2. Year over year falls from 2% to 1.8%, missing the expected 1.9%. So what does that mean?
I don't know.
That means everything is much better than they thought with the PPI numbers. The one thing about the PPI is that's exactly a lot of the numbers in there they look at for the PCE, which is I'm just saying if you knew what it was, Consumer Price Index, which is the Fed's favorite gauge for inflation. So,
so what does that take out?
I'm just saying what we're going to look at is when the CPE comes out, it's going to probably show the same thing, cooler numbers, and that's going to help with overall rates. But I don't see that Fed's still going to drop fast. I don't see we're going to go in this major recession that's going to cause the rates to drop extremely fast and all that. I see that we're going to have rates and they're going to slowly go down over time, not as fast as what everybody thought they were going to do.
So the soft landing that we talked about earlier last year.
Correct. So basically they're wearing one of those vests that when you fall, it inflates.
It protects your little bobos.
Have you seen those?
Yeah, I have.
On TikTok?
Yeah, I've seen the motorcycle pants that inflate when you flip off your bike.
Oh, I haven't seen those.
Yeah.
Lower. So that lower producer price inflation could show up on the consumer side because, it costs less to build stuff and everything else. So that's the major news this week. Next week, we only have Monday. Markets are closed because it's Martin Luther King's birthday or holiday, whatever you want to call it.
Yep.
And we are not here also.
Right.
Because it's a federal holiday. Now the state's doing it. Everything's closed. We I'll answer my phone, but technically we're closed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and then the next news will be Wednesday, which is mortgage apps, retail sales, National Association of Housing Builder Marketing Index or Home Housing Index.
Okay.
20-year auction. Thursday is,
I don't know.
Initial jobless claims is always on Thursday.
But I thought that was
every Thursday is initial jobless claims, but there's also housing starts and permits.
Okay, and Friday is
existing home sales. Stop reading it.
I'm not reading anything. Friday. Well, when do we get to Jolts?
Not for a while. We already had it. That was a week ago.
That's my favorite is Jolts. So
I know, but they had to take that off the market.
They did they?
It's too much caffeine and sugar in that one.
Jolts. Yeah.
Jolt.
I think I had one long when it was still on the market and thought, maybe
like
I already, it tastes like crap, and maybe I already have too much caffeine in my system because I don't feel anything.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got? You got numbers?
I got to share. I'm going to share this one. I'm going to share like this. Can everybody see that?
I can.
It's pretty easy. It's pretty big.
Yeah.
So look at that. 294 closed sales through
this is
Friday of last week.
This is the state of California. Look at the 428.
I know that's good. That's a good sign that we're going to have some inventory increases here, or that we already have inventory increases across the state. That's 428 new listings per day.
Right.
So that's pretty good for the week.
But that's not what we saw in our area last week.
No, we're at like 276 for Stanislaus County, which is a lot lower than we have been. But I have a feeling we look at numbers next Wednesday, and those numbers will be up considerably. I'm seeing a lot of listings come across the plane.
What's a lot? Is that
about 45
ALOT or is that a space LOT?
It's ALOT.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it's a lot.
No, that's not how you spell it.
I know.
But anyway.
So what does it say? MBA market up. We're in trouble. Okay, so I've been noticing about 45 new listings a day in the last 4 days while I was in the office.
Wow.
So that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's an increase. So I think, people's done with Christmas, done with the celebrations, done with New Year's, done with all that stuff. And now they're like, okay, let's go ahead and take advantage of the market and get out of here.
Yeah. I've actually had a lot of people call me with this week, which is a lot.
Yeah.
So, I mean, then they're looking, you still have those calls, where, do you do USDA? And the first thing you're thinking, they have no money, they have a low FICO score, and they're going to ask. And it's like, yes, we do. And you go through all of that, and that's exactly what you thought.
Right.
So when someone leads with USDA,
I got no money, but I would like to buy a home. I'd like to take advantage of this bubble.
Yeah. Well, how's your income? Well, I'm not working right now.
Well, how's your?
Keep going. I'm sorry, I took away from your thing.
Yeah. Now, how's your partner's income?
Oh, he's good. He's making $40,000 a year.
Yeah, but he left me.
Well, people still don't realize in this market, an average home you need to make 90,000 plus.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, if it's the median, it's 100
plus
12.
Yeah. Look at that. 20.2% of the realtors in California
1 out of 5
closed a sale. 15.5. This went down a little bit, entered escrow, but that was
but that's holiday.
That's a holiday first week. And then 14.2% listed a piece of property, which is down.
Right.
But you down, which is odd, down, but look at 428 new listings per day. I think we're in the 300s near the end of the year.
Right. And what a realtor saying.
This is what they think.
I got a new job.
I work at Home Depot as an expert.
We'll just round this up. 1 in 10 thinks sales are going to be up. 1 in 10 thinks prices are going to be up. And we'll just say 1 in 10 thinks listings are going to be up.
Yeah. So essentially 1 in 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think
what you should do when you walk by your office, when you're in your office, walk by, ask 10 people and see what you get.
What do you think? Yeah. What do you think?
Hey, what do you think with sales? What do you think about prices? What do you think about listings? And see what the numbers are that they think, and just see how they relate.
Yeah. That's not a bad idea. You know what? Next week, I'm going to do that. I'm going to actually walk through the office.
Or just when you have your sales meeting, right? Or
and that's actually next week.
Yeah. And you just go, okay, all right, answer this question for me. And nobody, just what you think. Boom, 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 boom. Throw them out on me.
They're all going to say the same thing. Then after the first one speaks, they're all going to
say the same
I think
thing.
What Charlie said.
Yeah.
I agree with Skipper. Yeah. Mary Ann's got a point too. Ginger's making sense.
And everybody's going, what's he talking about?
What's he talking about? Sir, I have no idea what you refer to.
Yeah. And that's the thing about right now with people looking for homes. Most of them, like I said, there's 47 to 50 million millennials coming to the market. That's a totally different market to talk to. They need more education. They need, help with that, understanding everything. I had somebody reach out to me yesterday and goes, I have this, so up in Sonora, right? When they build older homes, sometimes post and pier, which is fine. And sometimes they used a rock for part of that post because they couldn't move the damn thing. Right. And it's still fine as long as it's down. But he's like, I go, that's not a problem. You don't need to get a construction loan for that. Right. Oh, great. Then I can get this. I said, well, send me the address. Let me just look at it. It's like, okay, well, you need a rehab loan to replace the roof. Because it's been leaking and no one's lived in this house for 20 years. They've been living in the little place next to it that's on it, but in the house now for 20 years.
Wow.
And you look at it going, okay, there's a lot of damage. I can't get a loan on this right now, but you can get a construction loan or a rehab loan. Why don't you go to the people who own it, who don't owe anything on it, and have them sell it to you and carry the paper. You work on it, fix it up, and then we refinance and pay them off.
There you go.
Yeah, I go that way. There's no quality. Have to look at the house. Have to have an appraisal. I said that's what you should do.
Yeah.
Well, how much are you going to want down? I go, well, tell me you need most of your money to fix the damn place.
Right.
So,
right.
What?
That's an issue. I'm running through that scenario, seeing how you can make that work to where the seller has has the whole recourse is foreclose if they don't perform, but a lot of times foreclosures can be a little bit expensive, not too expensive, but you want a little bit of an equity.
They're not doing anything. They're getting $800 a month right now rent from the house that's there. The one that's livable unit, accessory unit that someone's paying it $700 or $800 to live. Yeah, it's not.
So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, but they've put it on the market 10 years ago. Nobody wanted it.
Could be to death.
Well,
in 10 years is probably less death.
Well, no, there's less. It's been it's
20
a total
years
rehab. It's a total rehab, and someone's gonna have to come in and go. They want a certain price for it, but the people who want to do this and flip it and everything's going to say, "Well, no, we only want to give you this,"
right?
And they don't like that. Well, here's another way to do it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, normally they want 20% down, but try to get it for less than that because you need your money to fix this place up so you can refinance it.
Absolutely.
That's
pretty much a win-win. Pretty much a win-win situation for both
they're going
to
get payment a month of 5% on that. That's the win-win. That's huge. That's way more than $800 a month.
Right.
That's
Absolutely.
like 25 to $3,000 a month.
Let's go do that.
Well, I mean, like, so you didn't finish. It's gonna cost me, I don't know, $5,000 to get you out foreclosure. Let's just say, but I made 35,000 on you.
Yeah.
And
now I have a sellable property.
And you fixed my house. It's like the best thing for everybody. And it's looking at it differently because I'm like, as a lender, I can lie about certain things, or not lie, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this, it can't.
Right.
Because, and I can't get it as is because the little unit next to it's not worth $300,000.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. And neither is just the dirt.
Because sometimes you can just say it's storage.
Yeah.
That place is just storage. We don't, whatever. Well, is that 1,300 square foot house worth the value?
Yeah. What are you storing there? All the bodies.
Well, no, that's the main house. The main house is the problem.
Yeah.
The accessory is the good one. Well, you can't switch those.
No,
I don't think. I'm checking into it, but we can do a rehab loan on it. But it's like, how much is that going to cost you? A new roof, replace all. I'm like, sometimes when you had
a time frame, you have to have that stuff performed, right?
Yeah, in months, years.
Yeah.
It's not right away. But think about it. It's raining and snowing now and again, so you got more and more problem coming through. I just can't believe no one fixed this roof.
Yeah.
Well,
they weren't living in it, so it didn't bother them.
Yeah, nobody's lived it. And I'm like, I think 20 years. That's a long time not to have somebody in the house.
I finally got somebody looking at my cabin up there in Pinecrest.
Good. It's not Pinecrest. It's
not Pinecrest. It's Long Barn. But
that's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
Pinecrest, you don't own the land. You lease it.
Right.
There's the difference.
Yeah. People don't realize that when they first start looking at Pinecrest.
Well, because they go, okay, I want to get a loan on it. Well, the problem is all of them are done every 15 years.
Right.
So you can get a loan on it if they just released it, right? You can get a loan for 15 years.
Yeah.
But if you only have 10 years left on it, you can only get a 10-year loan. If you have 5 years on it, you only get a 5-year loan.
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of times, most of those go cash.
Cache. Yeah. Yeah. When I was showing up there, I realized that.
Yeah.
I learned it.
Yeah. So a lot of those are just passed down and passed down and passed down.
Yeah. That's why they stay in the family. Cool.
Is that why?
Yeah. Well, one of the reasons. Okay. The other reason is people die and they don't want to get rid of their family cabin.
And my problem with it is great by the lake, but you got all those people. Unless you're back up in there away from it on the other side of the lake.
Yeah.
No thanks.
I've got a buddy that has a family cabin up there that been in the family forever and ever and ever, and he's kind of tucked around from everything, so you don't see all that stuff, but he's also close enough to where it's not that far of a jaunt to get over to the little grocery store there and the
Oh, that's where you have a boat.
What is it called? Steampunk Donkey?
It's okay.
They used to have great hamburgers.
They probably still do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
anything else?
I think that's a Friday. No, I think things look up. That's my outlook on this stuff. Things look up.
We're supposed to get 1 to 7 inches up in Pinecrest this weekend.
You're going to be up there,
huh? No, I'm never leaving my house this weekend.
You're going to stay here and guard the dog's toys.
All right. That's about it for today. Because again, we're going in the right direction. You need to get your clients into contract. You need to talk to them about it. If you need any help on any of that, you can reach out to me and I'll send you my book or send them my book.
Yeah.
If you're going to refer someone to me, let me know. I'm going to send you books. You can just go, here's this card.
It's huge. There's like
it works.
There's like 300 pages.
I put my cell number in there.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's better than here's a business card or here's his number. And again, this goes back to stop referring. And this is the same. Lenders, if you're referring someone to an agent, stop just giving the number. Get them connected right away. There's no time to waste right now.
Right. Yeah. Take advantage of this little bit of bubble opportunity of very little competition.
It's coming.
And the competition is increasing on a weekly basis.
I mean, because I changed how my phone rings and everything, and I can see a total difference. So, I mean, I'm utilizing Go High Level a lot more, and it has been a huge change.
Huge. Mm-hmm. Hugie.
All right, we're going to go
all
before you go crazy.
I'm already crazy.
All right.
Have a great day. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, you too. Make it a great day. Thanks for being here, Mike. Thanks for being here. And we appreciate you. Remember, this is a podcast after the live. If you missed the live, you can always go to wherever you find your favorite podcast apps or ats or wherever I'm trying to talk. I don't know. And type in Real Estate Jerky Daily and you'll find us. All right, Mike. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me, Ed.
All right. And don't forget, we're on the radio this weekend at 12 noon on 1360 AM. Power Talk. We're trying to talk real estate.
We're going to talk real estate a bunch.
Yeah. All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.